Hello everyone, welcome back to my videos. Today I'm going to play some breaks and do a little bit tutorial at the beginning of the video. So today, we're going to show you how to actually get to the new update in breaks. So this new update is beta, so it's so experimental. It can still change. Nothing is solid, so some things will change, animations will go away, or new animations will come to place. We're going to test out this new update or experimental version. So, anyways, I think we should get let's start it. But before that, I should remind you, if you guys enjoy my videos or like my channel in general, whether it's breaks, Minecraft, or some kind of tutorial, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. We're almost to 200 subscribers. Thanks to you guys, support, and hit the notification bell if you want to, stay updated to my channel. You get notification pretty fast, like a few minutes maybe is the delay, but please hit them. It will support the channel and motivate me to make more videos. But I think we should start. And yeah, so here is Steam. Like you just open up Steam. I don't think I have to teach you that. So unfortunately these are all in Hungarian, but I will translate everything because I know English and just Hungarian and such. So this is what you usually start the game, or on the desktop. It's right here. Okay, here. Now what you want to do, if you want to go for the experimental version, is you want to right click on here. Mine is favorite. Here it would say properties. It's not saying properties on my screen because it's another language. It would say properties right here. You click that. Okay, a little bit lag. Yeah, my computer doesn't like games. So what you want to go, you don't need any of these unless something you need. Here is betas. Betas, it would say betas, so you just go 4 tabs. Here it says choose a beta. So here it would say none. It would say none. You click on this tab. Here's gonna be experimental, blah 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 blah. You click on this. Now, as you can see, it says this. It says it's starting to do its thing. It's starting to update itself. So you kind of have to wait for a while. Also, in the process, your internet goes really low. So you have to go with a very fast, very strong internet. My internet actually is weak, but when it's not weak, it actually gets a very good signal. So it has high strength of signal, so I can maintain download, so it won't cut off and such. So it's gonna be depending on also your hardware of your PC and of course the internet, because every time you switch versions between experimental and the full version, there's gonna be every time you have to actually replace the files. I mean, the Steam client does this for you, but every time you switch versions, you have to switch the files and such. And I know it's very annoying to switch every time that you wanna, I wanna play like a beta right now. You have to switch, like you have to wait for this update. It depends on, it depends on everything, like hardware, internet, and whether or not your CPU have a nice day, and your GPU, and all things like that. So as you can see, it's coming to a close. It says 100%. Now you would just say, oh yes, I can click on this. No, you can't click. It's still doing its preparation. It's like really funky that sometimes it's 100%. It says 100%, but you can't enter the game. It takes a while to actually enter the game. So anyways, I don't think you guys would want to actually wait out this time, so I'm gonna skip this part, and we're going to see you in, well, the opening of the new birth rates. I mean, because the new birth rates has new opening. Anyways, I'm gonna skip. Alright, so here it would say, well, it would say that birth rates experimental. So then and it turns green. So that's why when you know the game is ready, I'm going to switch from screen recording to actual game recording, so that won't bug out and such. So anyways, I'm going to switch to recording. So I'll be right back. So we are back, and this is the new loading screen. I've turned on the music. Turned off the music every time because it actually annoys me sometimes. So this is new loading screen. As you can see, model is completely different. So I mean, I think you know all these. Start game, join game. Join game. I mean, there's not a huge ton of servers because it just crashes randomly sometimes. So options, you want to go to options and input settings. Because I have toggle aim, toggle sprint, so you can keep these on, toggle crouch and such. By the way, there's crouch now, so I'm gonna show you real quick. You want to change dependence, whether you are an old player like me. I had to change some stuff. Input settings. Okay, actually no, it's actually input mappings. Cancels backspace. It's camera, move camera and such. You can go character. Crouch is left, control, jump. Okay. This is not relevant. We're not using controller here. Free camera. Okay, so there's nothing too much right there. Cycle weapons. You can use your mouse to cycle weapons, vehicle. So things have changed a lot. Auxiliary up. I don't know what auxiliary is. I don't know like whether something depends on it. Horn is H. Operation mode is still same. Shift down, it was something else. I changed it to here. Cycle seat next is F1. Siren cycle. Okay. I don't know why is it siren cycle and such. Cycle seats next. I think I should change this to, wait, actually not this. Retry. Confirm. So I'm gonna change while we scroll this through. Beacon actually now is B rather than Q. So I'm going to actually say Q, and you can change it yourself. And by the way, when you switch back to the normal version, these controls will remain, so they won't annoy you and such. Headlights, it's the same. Hazard lights, it's K. It should be J in the chat. Yeah, but still, I'm going back. I want to do all these as quickly as possible. Editor, it's basically not relevant. You mostly don't use those right now. Camera, it's not relevant. Okay, where is the chat? I don't think you need. G, throwing. Free camera. Cycle vehicles next. Recover here. Toggle invincible. Chat. So I can change this to T. Select identical. It really doesn't matter. Like it says it conflicts, but it doesn't really conflict because the identical and such, that's in the editor, and that really doesn't matter. So I'll just go back. Don't press the revert, by the way. Back. Start game, and you can choose out. There's not every single map is actually in this, so you might just miss out some. There's canyon, there's city. You can switch all these game modes. There's deathmatch. Don't know what that's for. Conquest. It's now already in. Sandbox. There's city. Conquest. I think we just want to go to sandbox today to press play. And by the way, if some things, if you actually downloaded the thing, you know, what I showed when I showed you in the custom map thing, then will show some kind of warning, but you just press OK. It doesn't really matter. Also, first startup, it will actually show window, so that you have to wait on something. So first thing is sprinting noises have changed. And by the way, when you turn, your legs actually move. Like in the past, you just kind of glide. So now it actually has a sprinting sound, which I think is pretty good. You press tab is inventory. So you hold tab. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't know why is there first aid kit. You regenerate, so here's unlimited things. So I can throw away my clothes. I don't know why would you do that. And by the way, Bob doesn't have nipples, so he's kind of weird, man. I press control, and I can crouch. But right now the animation is like you just gliding like this. It's really weird. And if I want new clothes on, just scroll down. Scroll is a little bit weird. Okay, up like that. So now I have Burgers Armed Forces uniform, but there are no Burgers Armed Forces. Okay, so I don't know how to actually reduce the speed. For some reason, the speed right now is actually very, very weird. I don't know why. Anyways, I think. And by the way, another thing is that there are no factions. So I press control. It will be usually a list. You can go professions and such. There are no professions right now, at least, but it will change. So as you can see, there you would ask, if there's no professions, how can we get guns? Well, you press tab and hold it. Here are 4 types of guns. All these have changed animations. So that's a worm. So now they have actually names. Secondary, you can put it in secondary. And there's a crosshair now. So heavy ammo box. You grab an ammo box. You can stack the ammo boxes on each other. You can get a lot. And only on one slot. So once there's not a limit to these ammo and such. So it's reached full potential. I mean, not potential, it's just full amount is 1,000 rounds you can hold on one slot. So I can just go up like this, 1,000. Now I could to hear what says special. Special would be the rocket launcher. I could press, well, we could go for the M1A1. As you can see, it has normally it would have like an iron sight, and it also has a blur when you zoom in and such. Also has a crosshair, so I can add attachments. I can add either a scope. No, why would you do that? You can add a scope, like this kind of scope. You can add. Okay, actually I have to throw this away. You have to throw these away at all costs. You press G and you can. Okay, you can really throw your gun. That's really, really far. Okay, this is really weird that you can throw your gun really far. You can have like a zoom stuff. And switching the camera is actually far slower now. So I'm gonna shoot. So actually a lot of animations have changed. So as you can see, I can hold 3 weapons now. I can have this pistol, I can have a bazooka, and I have an assault rifle. So this have completely changed. There's no HUD of your health anymore, and bullets bounce off of stuff sometimes. And only when you empty a magazine will the animation will. So if you do not empty a magazine, it just do this. Normally it would usually do, hold on, I'm gonna empty the magazine. Usually in the normal version, whatever bullets you have in the magazine will actually do the other animation. You press 2 or yeah, you press 2 to switch. So now it's the new animation. It's basically the same thing. Finally, there's the rocket launcher. And right now, it's pretty much one shot. Okay, I have to find a way to reload this. But yeah, I think I just ran out of ammo. So you would say, where can I get ammo? So what do you do? Okay, now grab that one. You grab the heavy ammo box and you stack it. So right now there's no infinite ammo. This may change. This may change. And right now the physics is really funky right now. So you can stack a lot of stuff into things. So you can stack it literally forever almost. Like that, 200 rounds in one bazooka. Has like a new sound. So right now, the bazooka is really overpowered, I think. So, random building, yeah. So it's much more realistic, should we say? So basically, running animation is pretty much the same, and you can put scope and such. There is a bug that you can't kill players. I don't know if that's a bug or it's intentional. So it's basically pretty much the same in the editor, except it's not. It has changed. There's subscriptions. There's favorites. There is workshop, so you don't need to download anything usually. And if your internet works, subscriptions, favorites, published, local. Yeah, it takes a while. I don't know why. It takes some time to. Okay, what can I? Okay, you can actually fire in this state. I don't know why. So right now I could spawn in whatever I want. So I'm just gonna go to something. What can I do? Yeah, you know what? Just a random car. So it would say downloading the vehicle. It takes a while to do this. And there we go. So the physics are very much different. And by the way, in a single player, you actually pause the game now, so it won't actually, like, you will die in the middle of selecting stuff. Here's input settings, mouse, blah blah blah. I think it's not in here. I think it should be in. So user interface, language. You can switch that. Theme, HUD visibility full, minimal, or off. Usually want it full. So whatever I forgot how to actually do this, but you can switch gears manually, but usually for you guys it will be not manual, so it's automatic. But for me it's manual because I kind of actually got used to manual control. So here you can actually move your head around now, and for some reason Bob's head is going through the window. And by the way, the physics are really funky. Sometimes you just like, okay, I was not talking about that. And now collision are much more physical. So sometimes in older versions you just ram the wall like, okay, so this is still broken. But so I died because I ran into a wall. And as you can see, the health bar is much more different, and the respawn thing is also very different. So I could control God mode. So now it's God moded. I can God mode myself and such. Okay, I don't want to fall into the pit. I'm gonna die. Yeah, so as you can see, it doesn't take as much damage as it used to, so it will not break apart that easily than it used to. But the cool thing is, I could actually, as you can see, my head moves around in the vehicle, so not only I can move around, but others can see that. So, and also very important, you press 1 or any other button, you hold and press 1. You can drive and shoot. So I can just literally I can switch to bazooka and I literally do this. Yeah, sometimes you just shoot yourself and just die in the process. So you can basically have battles, so you can just shoot, and while you were in the car, so it wasn't actually well, possible from before. So now, but problem with this version is there's a lot of physics things that are really funky in this version. So like sometimes, like as you can see, I just shot that car in the car. I mean, that was in God mode, so I mean that is really fair. I don't know how to God mode. I mean, on God mode this thing. I can only God mode myself. Yeah, I think that this is also a bug, so it's supposed to on God mode other things, not only yourself and such. So right now it's not that. I mean, right now it's. I could say boring if I want to risk it, but it's actually not that boring. But things do break. So in a multiplayer, if someone else spawns vehicles in the editor and not you, then your game and then the server will crash. So I could go to my published, so I can hang on. This one I want to. So this is my old tank. Yeah, the gears are really weird, and you can kill anything with one shot, which I think is also very weird. And this is only just one vehicle, so I could just spawn in every single vehicle we have made right now. I could, for example, if I would want, for example, this one. And by the way, the parking garage actually, yeah, it actually can get destroyed now. But unfortunately, some the action keys they still don't work right now. And you can see the rounds. They have a much more different kind of much more different kind of texture. And by the way, I think now it actually spreads. So right now my gun actually makes a spread of volleys of bullets. So it's not just like, you can see in the distance it actually spreads out. So right now, any cannon will kill immediately. And middle click does nothing, right click does nothing. You can. Alright, sorry about the cutoff there. I pressed the reset button. So, anyways, you can. Okay. Yeah, the effects are right now really cool, but physics is very funky. And yeah, for some reason I can't move my tank. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Brick Rigs. Another video will come out at the same date. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one.